Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Xenonauts 2, Early Access, Milestone 3. As today, you can see we've already burned through the vast bulk of our monthly funding, but that's just how it goes. We've got lots of stuff we need to build, but precious little in the way of resources to actually do it with. That is, of course, a big part of the game, actually scrimping and saving and scraping together, until we eventually get far enough along that we can actually take the fight back to the aliens. And the important thing is that thus far we're doing okay. We are barely staying ahead of that curve. That said, let's push up the clock. And with any luck, get Excommunicado into the game. Oh, UFO, yes, please. Oh, but is that... Right, crap, that's over North America, so that's another... Oh, wait, no. That's actually really problematic because we're still in repairs on Angel 1, yeah, and Angel 3 is still under construction. Shoot, 28% health, that's... You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. I actually did take a crash course in manual control after last time around, so in theory, we can actually do this. Right, no luck on the auto-resolve. No surprise there. Let's do this. Okay, so first things first, we want to adjust our approach angle. We do not want to take this thing head-on. We want to force it to waste time turning towards us, during which time we'll hopefully tag it with both sidewinders. We'll bob and weave, try to get in close, and if we can actually get in behind it, then we might just win this thing. And worst case scenario, we already have another interceptor in the works. Enemy's about to start firing. Where's our missiles? And juke. 2-second cooldown. Oh, nice. Juke. We're gonna eat this one. Ow. Hang in there, Angel 1. Come on. Juke. Missile deployed, finally. Oh, almost passed, come on. Missile 2, out. Juke. Nice. And we are good. We're good. Let's pin a tail on this donkey. Stay on him. And intercept successful. Lovely. I think we only actually took one hit there. Crash site obtained. Target in sight. Oh man, that's yeah, I guess there's no sense in sending Excommunicado after that one. Especially since we'd have to transfer everything over to Phoenix Point anyway for sale or processing. Sorry, Exo. We'll get you on the next one. The main downside being that, hold on. Yeah, I just shipped off our new accelerated rifles to Exo. And we're still building the ones for Phoenix Squad. Oh well. Let's go grab our salvage. Primary goal, secure site. Secondary, snag new alien corpses or captives. variable, depends on what's on site. Though we do need a dead Grell. We already have a live one for interrogation, but they do not convert. Enemy in sight. Secton non-com. Wow, were they really going that easy on us? No. No, there's got to be like Scions on site or a mix of civilian bruisers. Target out. Secure landing zone. Armed friendly. Nice. Gotta love rural America. Okay, so we're tucked bottom corner. Enemy ship's almost certainly far side. Let's carve an approach. Fenced area clear. Let's get 3 tag-alongs on Addy. Hang tight, Henrik. We'll have him trail after. And check right. We can already tell that's going to be trickier because we've got a building to secure. Doors, blind corners, windows. Lots of ways to die. Keep them covered, Rook. And hold. Secton soldier. Oh, come on, guys. Light ding random? Oh. 1 center. Two. Wow, they're on us quick. Though, these are not soldiers. They're not armored. Thanks, bud. Alright, let's push up. Clear these guys. Get another foothold. Nice. Take him out. See? That's why you shouldn't provoke random acts of violence. Now you're in a tube. Though, that does leave random more exposed than I'd like. I was really hoping it would drop on the first swing. But that's fine. We'll have Jay and Rook backing them up. Plus, I don't know, Daryl Deegs over here. If nothing else, he is covering our flank. Let's clear left. Then we'll have a field day on approach. Easy cap. Ooh, or not. Okay, well, we'll kill as needed. These guys are only worth a few thou. Oh, that is a soldier. So, what are the ones with armor? Huh. Nice. Well done, Indy. With McLeod bringing up rear. AP in reserve. And Heinrich right behind. Hold. Oh, shit. Nice tag, McLeod. That shield didn't last nearly as long. Glass breaking, gunshots. We've got more armed civvies out there somewhere. I wish there were some indicators as to where the sounds we're hearing are coming from. Like even just directional. That would make it easier for us to actually use the information they're deliberately feeding us during the enemy actions. I think I've mentioned it before, but we could really use a combat log in this game. You know, something you can quickly glance at to see who just got hit for how much. What kind of durability you've got left on your gear. What you heard and where it came from. I do feel like that's one of the more basic, modern amenities that this game is really lacking. Oh, and clear center. Yeah, that looks fine. I figured. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Oh shit, that's not right. Okay, that means we've got guys on our flank. Change of plans. Push in, hold the door. Hopefully Daryl there can last around. But I'm not going to hold my breath. We have not had much luck with these gung-ho civvies. We'll just have Rook hold the road. Shoot, I should have put out flares before I... It's fine. Yes, this time I am thinking about flares. They were on us so quick, we didn't have time to really deploy any. But we will definitely use some as we continue our approach on the ship. Just gotta take care of more immediate concerns first, you know? Hold. And that's Daryl. R.I.P., bud. At least his horror movie antics alerted us to the impending threat. Get eyes on. Secton non-com, no big deal. Nothing notable on Daryl either. I mean, I wasn't expecting there to be, but you know, would have been funny if we could grab his watch or something. Not that I would, of course. I'm just saying, you know, it would have been funny. Target out, secure side. Not sure that was really necessary, Jay, but you do you. Alright, let's get a flare deployed. Watch those approaches. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Also, right side's much deeper than I thought. Let's bring left up, try to get eyes on crash site. Flare out. Nothing yet, but they might still be cooped up out there somewhere. Staggered approach, hug cover. And hold. Secton soldier on approach. Ooh, angled off to the right. But not far enough for Rook to take a shot. Clear right. We'll leave the soldier for Rook. Okay, there's corner. So yes, ship's definitely top corner. Bring up the rest. Secure this side street. Flare out. Okay. Nice tag. Wow, no signs of scions, no civilians. After all the recent escalations, this really does feel like they're going easy on us. Though I suppose just shooting this thing down in the first place was a bit of a feat. There's our second armed civvy, the one we heard running around earlier. Poor guy. No anti-grav sounds. So either no Grell, or it's dead. Which is a possibility. It may have died on impact. Which would be anticlimactic, but would also make for an easy corpse. Target in sight. Henrik might actually have an angle on that one. Addy's team has a pretty clean approach, so they should be able to provide some pretty decent cover fire. Flare out. Okay, looks good. Henrik? Oh, yeah, that's almost perfect. Let's just shuffle over a little. We should be well beyond this thing's range anyway. Oh. Dinged, but not out. Pushing up, reserve AP. We'll try to bait it into us. Yeah. Just push up on left. Hold. Yeah. Non-com in sight. Soldiers bleeding out. No hovering noises, so yeah, that implies no Grell threat. Either dead or absent, perhaps, though that's no reason to rush in. Let's take this slow. We'll have Clone Stranger on approach, while Addy and Co. cover from the flank. Keep AP in reserve, hopefully pop these guys if they try to push out again. You know, that's another thing this game does feel like it's missing is thermal or night vision headsets. They've got gas masks, they've got high-tech aim boosting chest modules. It feels a little weird that we don't have any basic visual gear for low light conditions. Hold. Target's on the move. Wow. Nicely done. Honestly, that second shot made it seem personal. Alright, prep for breach. Seems like 2 non-coms, no Grell. So, in theory, this should be simple. We should be able to camp both these guys easy. That should be like 6, 8 now. Hold. And breach. Oh yeah, there it is. Grell killed on impact. Fair enough. Plus an extra soldier corpse. Ship otherwise looks pretty intact. A shame they don't break the individual, like, ship features into separate harvestable resources. I feel like that would add a bit more depth to these UFO salvage missions. Trying to decide what is and isn't worth risking destroying when you're actually pushing in like this. Not to mention, of course, adding more granularity to the actual resource and research. menus. Even if it's just fluff, I do love reading research reports, learning more about the strange worlds that we find ourselves exploring. And mission complete. You know, I would say nice and smooth, but honestly, again, really felt like they were going easy on us with that one. Aside from the risky intercept. I mean, look, I'm certainly not going to complain about some easy resources in XP, but it does feel like a bit of a letdown. And secondary objective complete. Mentarch corpse collected. Plus a bevy of alloys and elenium. 4 captured sectons, not bad. I suppose they do actually break down the individual components of the ships into sources of alloys and elenium. So I suppose those alien terrain features do actually have individual values. They're just not bluntly telling us what they are. Though, I mean, that would be useful info to know. But then again, that's just me. I do get the impression they were deliberately trying to streamline the research system this time out. You know, cut out a lot of the fluff projects. Just focus on the ones that actually had story or mechanical impact. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, I'm a lore hound. I think that's pretty well established at this point. Alright, let's hit the pause button real quick whilst I re-outfit. And we're back. Squad reset, gear reshuffled. Don't think we have enough time for another fight, but let's see if we can wrap up a project or two. New staff for Exo Squad. Welcome to Abraxas and Kabuki. I would have actually recruited more, but unfortunately our current pickings are pretty slim. So I'm just waiting for the recruit roster to reset. And here we go. Interrogation, Scion. Our captured Scion is an utterly fascinating specimen, Commander. Implausible as it may sound, it appears capable of telepathically manipulating the human mind. Keeping such a creature contained has proven to be predictably troublesome. Mere hours after it arrived in my laboratory, one of my research assistants was overpowered by his colleagues while trying to disengage the locks on the specimen tube. Brain scans revealed significant, but not life-threatening, burns to their brain tissue. My equipment recorded a large spike in electromagnetic activity shortly before the incident, leading me to conclude that these alien psionic abilities are a form of directed energy emission that can interfere with the electrical signals inside the brain. Among other things, this could induce confusion and hallucinations. However, at lower energies, they can also be used for telepathic conversation, perhaps explaining the atrophied vocal cords. Indeed, all personnel involved in questioning the creature confirm experiencing strange mental images and hearing disembodied voices. Sadly, this language barrier proved impossible to overcome. We shall continue to study the captive in hopes of finding a suitable method of communication, provided we can prevent it causing further disturbances to my laboratories. Thankfully, this should not be a problem. We now have rigged the floor of the specimen tube to deliver a powerful electric shock once psionic emissions reach dangerous levels, which seems to have dramatically reduced the amount of misbehavior. Okay, so there we have it. That's a fun callback to the prologue, the burns we found on the General's brain after we brought him in for questioning. So for long-term thralls, they use implants, like those we found on the cleaner soldier. But for temporary, more inherently disposable thralls, like the General, they use more invasive and destructive methods. And then, of course, it has these abilities which we've already somewhat seen in action. Mesmerize, though it says here that Mesmerize actually lets them potentially control a target, which we have not seen. Generally speaking, when we've seen that trigger, it's actually just removed all action points, not made them actively work against us, which implies that either the ability or this tooltip are out of date. And then Psionic Triangulation, which we've already got the general gist of, but this gives us more specifics: 8-tile range, plus 50 accuracy boost. Cancelled if suppressed or killed. Man, plus 50. Yeah, that, I mean, obviously we already knew it boosted nearby sectons, but that is a much bigger buff than I thought it would be. No new projects. We'll chop one up, see if that gets us there. And on we go. There's our sniper rifle upgrade for Phoenix Squad. Now processing Secton corpses. And Autopsy Scion. Although they are significantly larger and rather more dangerous than the Sectons encountered previously, genetic analysis suggests that these Scion corpses are in fact exactly the same species as their smaller brethren. My autopsy suggests this is simply sexual dimorphism. The robust bone structure around the torso of a Scion serves to protect the organs within the chest cavity, the largest of which appears to be a uterus. Thus, females of the species appear to have grown larger and stronger than males to better protect their unborn children. One suspects the genders then continued to evolve into steadily more specialized roles. The cranial cavity of the Scion is more bulbous, housing an unusually large and highly complex brain that contains several large biological structures of unknown function. Embedded within this are a number of metallic implants of similarly opaque purpose. This means that the raw physical and combat abilities of a Scion are not dissimilar to that of the average human. However, the vast superiority of extraterrestrial technology means that these creatures are deadly opponents on the battlefield. More concerning still are the purported psionic abilities that give this creature its name. Every soldier that has encountered a Scion on the battlefield has reported some degree of disorientation, confusion, or hallucination creeping into their consciousness. This effect is most acute when looking directly towards the creature, i.e., when attacking it. The idea that extraterrestrial beings are capable of influencing our very thoughts is troubling, Commander. These are clearly fearsome foes. Right. Also, increasingly evident that they assumed people would be autopsying before interrogating, which honestly feels like it would be a bit counterintuitive to me, because you get an immediate mechanical bonus for interrogating, versus autopsying, which generally just unlocks a new engineering project that you then also have to complete. A bit early in the month for us to start this one just yet. That'll be day 75 or so. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and knock out combat vehicles. I'm not super excited about the initial robot combat support vehicles, but it might be a prereq for aircraft upgrades, and we definitely need those. And there's our Scion Corpse project, which we're nowhere near being able to do. So, on we go. Oh. Cleaner Convoy Ambush, that's new. Elimination with a chance to capture supplies. Central Asia, so that's Exo Squad. Potential supplies, easy fight to shake the rust off. And a potential chance to recover a cleaner soldier corpse, which we do still need. Alright, we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll get Exo Squad recadoodled for elimination recovery, and we will pick up here next time, as we embark upon a new mission type and hopefully check a few things off our to-do list. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Eerie V23, Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.